Oh my god, guys, it's me, Logan, and welcome to my Sweet 16! Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Lights, Camera, Wait, this is podcast. It's our 16th episode, right? Did I get that totally wrong?
No, it's 16.
We're on 16, right? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, it's our Sweet 16!
Okay.
God, dumbass.
I was just like, normally you do something like related to the movies.
But that was
No, it's our
that
Sweet
completely
16.
threw me out.
Wait,
Yeah,
I
no.
do things related to the movies?
Like the general
You
vibe.
do some.
Oh, I did for,
You did Clockwork.
Clockwork Orange, yeah.
You kind of did. You did like a Twilight Zone one for when it was Halloween, which kind of made sense.
Yeah.
You're a king.
Anyway. This is Logan. That's Stephanie. Say hello.
Hi.
That's Ben over there. Say hello.
Hello.
That's Frank. He had his jaw wired shut from an accident, so he can't actually talk right now, but say hello. Anyway, this is Lights, Camera, Wait, this is podcast, and this is our theme song.
Lights, camera, book, that's not it. Lights, camera, movie, that's not it either. Lights, camera, picture. No, you fucking idiot. It's a fucking podcast, man. Oh, yeah, sorry, dude. It's okay. Lights, camera, wait, this is a podcast. Lights, camera, wait, this is a podcast. Lights, camera, wait, this is a podcast. Lights, camera, wait, this is a podcast.
Wow, guys, that theme song was so great, and we
It was
totally
so
listened to it
great.
along with you. Today we're going to be talking about two movies. We are once again recording two episodes in the same day.
Shh, don't tell them.
So I am having a little bit of trouble keeping everything straight because I just watched like 9 or 10 hours of movie.
Me too.
So
I didn't.
I think we're going to be starting out with Captain
So sorry.
Fantastic and The Green Mile,
You're.
which were my choices. So that's nice. I think let's start out with The Green Mile. That's it's a good, like, solid thing to start on. I feel like we're going to be analyzing the shit out of Captain Fantastic later. So,
Are we?
Are we really?
Are we?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
3 miles pretty short for me. TBH.
It was like 3 hours.
I put that shit on 2 times. 2 times speed. No.
Oh, that would have worked though.
But what do you guys think? What initial first thoughts?
For Captain Fantastic?
No.
Green Mile.
Mile.
Listen.
Okay, so I watched this movie at 12 and then finished it at 3. So,
AM.
that's where my headspace was at.
Wait. Let me see. Let me pull up the receipts here. Let's see
3
what
a.m.
time you texted us saying that you were done.
It was 3 a.m. I remember.
Was it really?
Thank
Because it
you.
woke me up and I was pissed off. I'm trying to sleep here.
I just needed to let you know.
Turn your phone off.
Oh my bad. I have alarms.
Oh wow. Okay, it was 3:05.
Yeah,
For some reason I
duh.
thought it was 2.
No.
Yo, who cares if it was 2?
Yeah, well,
'Cause she
what are you gonna do
lied.
about it?
I was just gonna make fun of you for it.
Everyone's yelling.
Yeah.
Nah.
We're like
When
not
aren't
even
we?
attempting to use the noise canceling phone anymore.
Set it up.
It's just like sitting in clumps, which is nice.
It's just in
my
our way at
phone
this point.
holder.
Yeah, it's more of a hindrance at this point. I'll get it up eventually. But yeah, Green Mile. Ratings. What do you guys think?
Ben, go first.
I gave it a 7.5. I watched this a while ago and I really liked it. And then when I watched this, it was just so long and I had other stuff to do. So I was like, not focusing 100%. So it's not, I feel weird giving it a rating because I wasn't focusing as much as I should have. But like, I remember watching it and what I thought I liked about it last time is what I remember liking this time.
Okay.
So I don't know. I felt kind of rude to it,
Stefan?
but I like it.
I
the most
would
part.
agree with Ben. I wasn't like 100% like in with the movie.
Damn.
I'm sorry. It was just okay.
You guys
those
don't
3
take this seriously, do
I
you?
normally do. I normally do.
I normally do too. But those 3 hours felt like I was stuck in a prison myself, and I don't know. Anyway, I'll give it like a 7. I feel like that's an unfair rating, but a 7.
Why is that unfair?
Because I don't think I should be criticizing this movie.
That you were
We suck.
only
Yeah.
half paying attention to, half awake.
Yeah, because I procrastinated and I suck.
God damn.
We had 2 weeks to like watch these movies.
I watched it
and
twice.
I watched it last night. So
It's so long.
Yeah.
Which normally I don't like to complain about how long a movie is, but just because I had other stuff to do that day, it was even longer
That's fair.
because I kept pausing it and stuff. And
Yeah,
doing
if
other
you've
things.
got like stuff to do, it makes it.
Yeah.
it went pretty slow.
Yeah.
I watched this movie while I was donating platelets.
So that's nice.
So I was sitting in a
Cool.
chair with needles in both of my arms, blood flowing out and back into me. And so I could not use my arms because they were, having needles in them.
Yes.
And so I was sitting in a chair facing forward, and this was the only thing I could focus on. So I paid it a little attention.
Sounds like you were held hostage.
It felt like it,
Sounds like Clockwork Orange.
pretty much.
Just had to watch Green
Yeah,
Mile.
I was in my own electric chair, watching Green Mile. So, anyway, but I'm gonna give this movie a solid 8.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I don't know. I really like it. I watched it like once when I was younger, and then I just watched it twice this week. And honestly, like it needs that runtime. It wouldn't have been able to tell the story as effectively with like a 2-hour runtime.
That's I agree. That's what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, I wish this was shorter, but I was also like, it probably wouldn't be as.
It would have taken
Poignant.
away from it, I think.
Yeah.
This is probably one of my favorite Stephen King adaptations. This one and like Shawshank.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
By the same. This made by the same dude. You didn't give
Yeah.
a rundown on what this movie is or anything.
Oh yeah. This
Budget,
movie.
Nothing.
This movie is called The Green Mile. It's directed by Frank Darabont, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It's about Tom Hanks.
His acting career.
Yeah, it's Tom Hanks in a prison, except he's the prison guard.
And you did no
yeah.
research this week, huh?
Wow.
I did a little.
We had 2 weeks.
I'll drop the ball on this.
Yeah, we all really did. I had time to watch this movie twice and I didn't do any research. But it's about a prison guard played by Tom Hanks who absolutely killed it. And
He did.
they get this new prisoner in, and he's got some mysterious powers or something because it's Stephen King.
Yeah.
And, maybe it has something to do with God or something because it's Stephen King. But the problem is, this man is like,
Big and black.
yeah, he's a big black man. And, and he's very scary, but it turns out he's a sweetie pie, and he's very nice, and he likes little animals and things, and he's on death row, so...
Yeah. It's a predicament.
Yeah, and it's also in like the 1930s or something.
30s?
Yeah,
Is
it's,
it that?
1935.
Oh, yeah, it was during the Great Depression or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Originally, the book was set in 1933, but they moved it to 1935 so that they could include the movie Top Hat, which came out that year.
Oh, okay. Nice.
See, I did a little bit of research.
Yeah, good. Look at you, boy.
I did like the trivia and stuff.
Oops.
But I really like this movie. This is something that, like, if it's on TV, if I don't have other things to do, I would absolutely, like, sit down and watch it.
Yeah, the only problem is the runtime, which, like, I think it's lame to complain about a runtime for a movie, especially if it, like, needs the whole 3 hours. But, like, for a movie like this, like, I have the same problem with Blade Runner 2049. Like I haven't,
amazing movie.
yeah, but like I haven't
Awful runtime.
yeah, like I haven't rewatched it since the theaters, and like I have it on DVD. It's just because like I feel like I need to block off like a whole day to
Yeah.
watch it, and it's just like oh, but I want to watch it.
Yeah, watching
Same with
it
Green
at
Mile.
3 a.m. was, or 12 a.m. was, or 12 p.m. Wait, what? Anyways, I think it was just a bad idea.
Do you not know the difference between AM and PM?
It's daylight savings. Like, I don't know.
So?
Wow.
How much time do you think we need?
Yeah, it's like an hour, not
Think-
12.
If we switch PM and
no,
AM?
you can't even blame me.
I think I can.
No, I only have 4 hours of sleep.
Okay.
So did I.
Okay, but I'm not functional, like,
I got-
with full hours of sleep.
That's fair.
Okay.
Thank you.
I got 9.
That doesn't mean we shouldn't hold you accountable.
Not knowing PM or AM.
I know what it is.
But this movie had a $60 million budget.
God damn.
Yeah, which is
That's a lot.
pretty good.
For what?
Yeah, wait, for what?
What? Probably building all the sets and shit. And
Oh, they built it.
like the sets were very, very well done. It felt like you were in like a real prison.
Yeah. I guess I didn't
Like
think they built it.
yeah,
but,
oh, wait, but-
they would have to.
Also, I mean, like all of the people in this couldn't have been cheap to get.
Tom Hanks.
1999. Like Tom Hanks was already really famous for Forrest Gump at that point.
Which is that one co-star?
Michael Clark Duncan. Did
Yeah.
I say his name out of order?
I think that was right.
It's Michael Clark. Oh God. Yeah, Michael Clark Duncan.
He wasn't. Was he that big?
No,
Of a star?
No, actually, he is the same height as the guy who played Brutal, I think.
Oh.
But
No,
they
no, I
used-
meant like I didn't mean height wise. I meant like
Yeah.
stardom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty big. Armageddon had just
Oh, was he in
done
that?
back then as well.
I
yeah,
haven't
he
seen
was in
Armageddon.
Bruce Willis.
That's actually what got him the role. Was,
I don't wanna fall asleep cause I miss you, babe.
but Bruce Willis actually recommended Michael Clark Duncan for the role when they couldn't find anybody to play.
He died of a heart attack, didn't he?
Yeah,
Oh, that's so sad.
this podcast is dedicated to Michael.
No, I was gonna do it for Heath Ledger. Oh wait, this is the wrong podcast. wrong episode.
God.
Wrong episode.
Good job spoiling what we're watching next week.
You don't know he made tons of
what we
films.
watched 2 days ago.
He
But
Never mind.
yeah, rest in peace, Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah. R.I.P.
He did really well in this role. I
Oh
would
yeah,
say.
everyone nailed it.
Every single actor in this movie fucking nailed it.
Especially Sam Rockwell though.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Like, god damn.
Sam Rockwell. He said, "Oh, "You want to suck my dick?" And he sounded just like George Bush. It was awesome.
Oh god. Who played Percy?
I don't know, but I fucking
Fuck
hate him.
him.
Yeah.
Like I
Which
Fuck
just goes to show
him.
how fucking
Yeah.
amazing of an
Yeah.
actor he was.
like I hated him more than Sam Rockwell's character, and he
Mouseville.
actually raped and murdered.
Oh my god.
What's his name?
What?
What'd you say?
When he was like, Mouseville isn't real,
Oh yeah. What?
and then didn't wet the sponge.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
I was like, that was very gruesome.
Doug Hutchinson,
Yeah.
That was
it
a
was.
lot.
It was bad. Doug Hutchinson for Percy.
known for The Green Mile.
That's it.
He was also in Far Cry 5, apparently.
The video game.
Yeah. Oh, he was in Lost.
Awesome.
He was in the second Punisher movie.
I don't know.
God, what? This guy was really good.
Yeah, no, he's great.
And he's like not in anything.
No. He's too much of an asshole. I would just hate him if I saw him in any other movie.
Wow, like the guy that plays Joffrey in Game of Thrones. Like apparently he has trouble getting parts now because people just fucking hate him from that.
I've never seen that show.
Me neither.
Oh.
It's okay.
Okay. I felt good to get off my chest.
But yeah, Michael Clark Duncan was top notch. Tom Hanks. Apparently, Stephen King himself said that Tom Hanks fit into the role that he had written in the book like an old shoe.
Aww.
He said he was basically like perfect for the role. So, and I see that honestly. Like
Yeah.
it was very, very well done. I don't think this is a movie they could ever remake.
No.
No.
No. Oh. No.
Like there's no way to improve upon it.
No, yeah, no. Yeah, of
like
course
these
not.
characters are so iconic at this point that it'd be like trying to reboot Shrek, but
Which they
redesigning
are.
all the characters and replacing all the voice actors.
No, they're keeping the voice actors at least.
Yeah, so it's not a reboot at that point. It's just
Why do they even need to reboot it?
they're just, I don't know.
And Puss in Boots? Who cares about Puss in Boots? Why?
I don't think they're actually rebooting it because that would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I don't, the only places I see the word like reboot is like news articles and stuff. If you look at the actual announcements made by like Universal, they haven't said that they're rebooting anything or anything like that. So they just said they're like revitalizing the series.
Okay.
Which I think just means they're gonna make another one.
Yeah, and it's just
So-
a different like production company or something, or animation.
Yeah,
group?
Universal bought it from DreamWorks.
Okay. Yeah, no, they're just continuing it then.
Yeah. So it might maybe look a little different, but I don't know. You remember that time Stuart Little, the third Stuart Little movie was animated when the other two were live action?
I
What the
love
hell was that
live
about?
action ones.
I don't
They were
remember
so
that.
cute.
You don't remember Stuart Little 3 Call of the Wild? Where Stuart Little goes to Boy Scout camp?
What?
No.
Wait, those were
Sounds
animated?
awesome.
Oh, wait, he was and the rat was animated.
Everything was animated.
Wait,
In the third one,
Oh my
it was an
gosh.
animated movie.
no, don't remember.
They didn't do anything live action in that
Did
one.
they release it in like theaters?
I think so. I don't know.
Or did
I
it
was,
just go
I
straight
was,
to
like,
DVD?
young at the time. I have it on. I have it on DVD. You want to just watch that and turn this podcast into a commentary on Stuart Little 3 Call of the Wild?
Yes.
It'd probably be more interesting.
All right, it's unanimous.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, but The Green Mile is a good movie.
Yeah, come on.
That's it.
Say Got nothing else?
The music was not super memorable.
No, I don't even remember.
Cinematography
Don't
was
remember.
beautiful, but didn't
Yeah.
really have purpose.
I like the color patterns.
Yes,
I
yeah,
like
the
the
color,
green.
the
Hues,
color pattern
the yellows.
was beautiful, and the use
So
of
nice.
green, which is normally considered this happy, bright color, as sort of they turned it into, you know, literally death in the movie. Like the floor of Death Row was green,
Yeah.
and it was that's why it's called The Green Mile.
Yeah, and they said it. They said it.
Yeah,
They
in like the
explained it.
beginning of the movie.
They said, "Do you want to know why this movie is called Green Mile?"
At what age do you think he died?
Who?
240.
240?
I'm gonna say something like, well,
No.
the mouse.
You
How long do mice live?
They have a short
Because
like age span because it's
it
64
lived
years
for
around there, right? Well,
Was it?
I meant like the mouse has lived for like 64 years, right?
I want to say it's longer.
Really?
Yeah,
'Cause, well,
because
then-
he had a child
At 1935,
Who was already grown.
yeah.
in 1935.
And then when was the future like set up?
Good question.
And then, cause like mice, I feel like only live like
3 years, maybe.
yeah. So then if you add that up, that's a lot. Hey Ben.
Keep talking, 70.
What? I don't know.
No, I normally don't like it when a movie does that thing where it's like a dude
Oh.
telling a story.
1999, apparently.
So,
That's a lot.
Um,
Can't do math.
60-something years.
really?
Yeah.
Wow, I can't do math either. Apparently, good job.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, so yeah, that mouse lived for quite a while.
35 and then 90. Yeah.
60-something or 50-something?
60. I think it's like 64. I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
Yeah, it's like 64.
Woo!
Oh, what was I saying? Just like I normally don't like when a movie does that thing where like the movie is a guy telling a story about what happened.
That's fair.
Like
But-
the Notebook.
they
The
did-
Notebook did it so well, though.
Okay, mice live 2 to 8 years.
Oh wow.
So, I'm
If you
thinking maybe he lived like over 200.
shit. No wait, but
Hey, I won.
he was holding that mouse for like pretty long, and then he held. Does that matter? Like, how do you
I
like?
have no
How
idea.
does that work?
Good question.
Holding?
No, when he gives half or like his magic,
I think
Oh.
the answer is it doesn't. It's magic. Shut up.
but also
I think we're just supposed to be like, oh, okay, God's real.
Yeah.
As long as you,
right,
as long
right.
as you believe in God in this universe, then you're just supposed to accept it. Because he's supposed to be just God's miracle.
Basically.
I do think. Oh well, I guess it was set. It was made in the 90s, right? The graphics were kind of cheesy. The light kind of thing. When he
The
was,
only
like,
one I
shooting
thought-
it up,
That's
I was like,
The only one I thought was really cheesy was when like Percy was like chasing the rat at first, and you can tell the rat was just CGI'd in, and it looked.
It
bad.
was a puppet, actually.
No, there was one point where like Percy was trying to like step on the rat, and like he was just like floating, kind of.
Yeah, they used a puppet for that one
Oh, that,
because they didn't want to risk harming the real mouse.
yeah.
Aw,
It still looked
they
bad.
love a man.
They used a puppet for the stomping scene too.
Okay. Oh, but I was just saying I didn't mind the old person telling a story part of this movie, just because like it added
actually
to it at the end.
it did add to it. It wasn't pointless. You know, it actually had a purpose in the context of the story itself.
But it's also like you could have. I think you could have shown it some other way without having him tell the story. I don't know why. I'm always just like, yeah, I already know this story's happening. Why do I need someone to tell the story to me? Do you know
I mean,
what I'm
I
saying?
think it makes sense.
No, but yeah, they could have just fast forwarded in time and be like, oh, he's still alive. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not.
I don't know. I don't think the ending would have had the same impact.
No, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it. I'm wrong.
I don't know.
I'm
I
actually.
usually
I get
wrong.
what
agree
you're
with you,
saying,
but
but I
this
can't
one,
think of
no.
a better way to do it.
Yeah, no, I was just kidding. Haha.
Fair enough.
y'all got punked.
True.
Shit.
So this movie actually has a lot of historical inaccuracies in it.
Oh, I bet.
Because it takes place in 1935, and who the hell remembers 1935, right?
Not me.
And so there were a lot of historical inaccuracies, including two really big things in the movie. The first being the fact that prison guards didn't wear uniforms back then,
But they were.
just normal clothing.
Sexy
Just
little maid
the,
outfits like
just
you
like
right
the
now?
prisoners weren't wearing,
yeah.
jumpsuits or anything like that. It was just sort of, if you're a guard, you dress nice,
Okay. I like they were in
My
uniforms.
grandpa's a prison
Yeah.
guard.
It really helped that they were in uniforms, though.
Right, my
Wow.
dad's an IT guy.
Hey, same.
Hey.
IT dads, high five.
Aw.
Nice.
I wish I could be a part of that, but
No.
yeah.
But what?
I don't have it.
Yeah.
My dad used to be a prison guard, but now he's an IT guy.
Are you lying?
Oh, no,
Are
you're
you lying
lying.
to us?
No,
No,
I don't-
last
actually,
time
though.
you lied
I
about
don't
him
believe
being
any-
a cop.
Yeah, I don't believe any
Yeah.
career
I'm
opportunities
not
your
gonna
dad
believe
has.
it. I'm not gonna believe it.
No, it's actually
Where's
true,
Lauren?
though.
Where's Lauren?
He was a guard at the youth authority. So not
Oh,
like
okay.
not like a prison or
So he
anything,
scared
but-
them straight.
Yeah, pretty much.
He came in there and yelled at them about how they're gonna die in prison one day.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, the other thing, which is kind of a major thing for this movie, is that the state that it takes place in
Didn't have death row.
did execution by hanging until 1940,
Fuck.
not electric chair.
How
Shit.
embarrassing.
Oh, the man. I do have a question.
What is your question, Stephen?
Wait. Oh, wait. Okay. So, I still can't believe. Well, it's not actually a question, it's a statement. But I still can't believe the director from The Mist directed this movie.
I know. What went wrong?
I still, I think about it, constantly. I'm just like, it just doesn't make sense.
Tom Hanks was originally supposed to be in The Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, who's he gonna play?
I don't
Was he gonna be
remember.
Andy?
He was going to be somebody.
It's probably the main
But
guy.
he turned it down, which is the reason he took this role.
Garfield. Just kidding. I hope not.
What are you talking about?
What?
What? No, wrong person. Wrong person.
What?
Are you thinking about Bill Murray? He's talking about why he took the role in Green Mile. What the fuck?
But I get Bill Murray
Go
and
to
Tom.
sleep. You get Bill Murray and Tom Hanks confused? How?
They're both white.
I am so offended right now.
I just need to go. I need to take a nap.
I'm glad that the guy who played Andy in Shawshank was that guy, and Tim Robbins, right? That's his name, not Tom Hanks.
Not Bill Murray.
I would like to see Bill Murray do that.
He was turned down He turned down the role of Andy Dufresne
Okay, yeah, that's
in The
the main-
Shawshank Redemption.
That's the main
For
guy.
what though?
For what do you mean for what?
For
Oh,
Forrest Gump.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Either
Which-
way would have worked.
Yeah.
Either way would have worked.
no.
Which, again, total iconic Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is a great actor.
He is, but
I feel like he could
Tim.
have pulled it off.
Yeah, he could have, but not to
Yeah.
the extent Tim Robbins did. I love Tim Robbins
Yeah.
Well,
in that
no,
movie. I
that's,
haven't
that's
seen him in anything
another
else.
like iconic role.
Yeah, no. Fuck Tom Hanks.
bro.
This movie is not dedicated to Tom Hanks.
Wow. No, Tom Hanks is. I don't think I've ever seen him in like a bad role.
No, he always brings it.
He fucking nails it every time.
He really
Goddamn.
does. What's that one where he gets? No, never mind.
He was nominated for an Oscar for this
Were
one.
you thinking of Caddyshack?
What? No, that one where
Bill
he's
Murray's in
in the
Caddyshack.
island. Castaway.
Castaway. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Actually,
He's
have
a real-
not seen that yet.
What?
I've been meaning to for a long time.
It's pretty interesting.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
I said it's okay.
This movie was nominated for 4 Oscars.
Shit.
Best Actor, Best Picture, Best Sound Design, and Best Writing.
Okay.
It did not win any of them. Do you guys think it deserved
Wait,
to
was
win
that a
any?
real laugh?
Don't ask me.
What is up with this guy? Is it like?
What the fuck?
I had a question.
Did you ask if we wanted it to win those?
Wait, Frank, do you have something to say? He's typing.
Shut the fuck up, Stephanie. It's gonna roast. It's gonna be a roast, isn't it?
It just says fuck off.
Frank would never roast me,
True.
and that is fact. Right, Frank? If you're listening, right?
Okay, stop.
Okay, Stephanie, shut the fuck up.
Anyway, this
Funny. Stop flirting with me, Ben.
this movie was really well done. I feel it was.
Sorry, this is a mess.
It was like fairly shallow as far as some of our movies go, like some of the ones that we've done before.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't much deeper meaning to this movie other than the story that it told, but that didn't detract from it.
No,
I
as
don't
long as
think.
you got a good story, you got a good
Yeah,
story.
not every story needs to have that deeper meaning,
No.
but it does add. But again, it's not necessary. This movie's still like really well done without it.
Remember when Tom Hanks had to pee a lot?
Yes, that was great.
And then had sex 4 times.
Yeah.
Well, he
Remember
plowed
when Michael Clark Duncan touched Tom Hanks' penis?
it. Yeah.
He grabbed onto it and then vomited bees.
There's a lot of penis.
Is that what sex is, guys?
Yes.
You grab someone's genitalia and vomit bees.
Wait, is that not how it's supposed to go?
No, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
Wait, but why did this viewing touch you more than any other viewing? Because you were talking about how this one just hit you hard.
Oh,
like the
this
ending?
movie in general
Like
hits
in
me
the,
hard.
I thought it was just the ending.
Like all of there are 3 big deaths in this movie. I guess there's a 4th one technically. But all 3 of them hit me like really hard, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I mean, especially in the end.
Oh, yeah.
Spoilers.
Sad ass shit.
Yeah. No, like I was tearing up. I was tearing up, honestly.
No,
This, it's I don't know what it is about this movie. Like
It's just because he's an
It-
innocent. Like, you know he's
it's
innocent.
unfair.
Yeah, it's really unfair.
It's
but like, he
just
wanted it
unfair.
though. Except
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't want that death for him. Like, if he wanted to die, he wanted to die. But like, that was like that's so. And when he was like,
he died
I'm
with the
afraid to
world
die.
hating him.
I know.
And it's
And he was like, I can feel their hatred for me. And I was like,
Yeah.
ah. And he was
and
like,
that's and ironically he was in a place about justice, essentially.
There
About,
was none
serving
served.
justice. And every action against him was completely unjustified. It was just unfair, and it's tragic, honestly.
And Billy had too easy of a death, I think. I didn't feel like I had any justice looking at him die that way.
Yeah.
Where he gets shot. I was just like,
Oh yeah.
I was like,
I forgot.
wow, okay, that's it. Like, I wanted him to suffer. Like, the one who suffered shouldn't have suffered.
Yeah.
And he did. And I hated that.
But then again, John Coffey was not one who would want to make people suffer.
That's true.
So it does fit in his character that the one time he actually does, essentially commit
Have
an
the
act of
power to do
violence.
it. Yeah.
It is honestly
It's fast.
It's fast and it's fair.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's sad, and even though I can't relate to this in any way at all, I'm not a big black man on death row. I'm not like religious. I'm not anything like that. There's nothing in this movie for me to relate to besides just pure injustice
I love.
in the movie, and I think it was really, really well done.
Yeah, that ending scene with Tom Hanks having tears in his eyes, and he was like, "God have mercy on your soul." I was like, "Oh."
Oh yeah.
I said,
Everyone
"Oh."
was so sad for
You
him
have
die
to
except
say
for
it.
people watching.
Yeah, it was just like, "Oh."
And he like choked on Roll On
I know.
2.
And then the other
It's so-
guard crying.
Oh my god.
And he was like, "Wipe your tears before you stand up." And I was like, I was all so sad.
Oh god. This movie.
Yeah, no, it's really good. I'm sure if I paid, if I remember getting emotional the first time, but since I was kind of in and out of it this time,
Yeah.
I was just like, I remember how sad this was,
Yeah.
but I wasn't like
It's so
invested.
fair.
No, it does. It gets you so well with that. Like if you're, paying attention to it.
Yeah.
I did before.
Even, I don't even feel like you have to pay that much attention to it to be sad about it.
Yeah.
Because it's just a sad scene in general.
It's such a tragic story,
It
and
is.
it's 100% fictional too. So that you can't even relate to it in that way. Like, oh my God, this was a true story. This actually happened to somebody. It's not even like based on that. It's a totally fictional world,
Yeah.
and it's sad because in this fictional world where the author could have created anything, he created this.
Yeah, man.
It fucking sucks.
That's storytelling,
and they
bro.
were just
Yeah.
throwing at those derogatory terms like nothing.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Say one. What did they say?
Wait.
Did they say the M word?
With the hard R.
Whoa, did
And
they really?
use the F word too.
Fuck. When they use the F, when they use
Well, it wasn't Percy like saying it all the time.
Percy said it a couple
He
times.
said it multiple times.
yeah, it's
I'm
okay.
pretty sure
the 30s.
Wild Bill used it a couple
Yeah,
times
he
as
said
well.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Welcome, Sadie.
Oh, but I liked in the beginning, they let you know who killed those girls right away because they play that audio clip from Billy,
Yeah.
like while he's, doing what he did.
What?
Although, if you haven't already seen the movie and you don't already know, then you probably wouldn't put it together in
No,
the
yeah,
second viewing.
that's why this time I was like, oh, they told us exactly what happened right in the very beginning. I was like, okay.
So, how come Wild Bill was in
That's what I was gonna ask.
prison?
probably just something else.
Yeah,
What did
he
he
was
get
doing
caught
something
for?
stupid.
Probably something. It sounds like
He was on death row, so he must have done something bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that probably wasn't the first. Like Tom Hanks said earlier in the movie, that's probably not the first time somebody did something like that. You have
Yeah.
to build up a taste for it because that's horrifying.
Yeah.
Also, when he's spitting that brown stuff out of his mouth, was that shit?
It was
What
moon
was
pie.
that?
It
Moon pie.
literally explains it in the movie.
He said, "Give me that moon pie."
I'll give you a nickel for that moon pie.
Yeah.
I was like,
And then he chews up the moon pie and he keeps it in his mouth and then he spits it on the guard.
Aw.
And then they remark on it. They're like, hey, that moon pie trick was pretty original. Like they say it multiple times throughout the movie,
do you think
Stephanie.
he paid that janitor a nickel for poop wrapped in foil? Think he just carried poop and foil on him?
I have a story
he
about poop
He
in
just had
prison
poop
guards.
in his mouth the whole time.
I have
Like,
a story about poop in prison guards.
You're saying so many P's, but go on.
Thanks. My grandpa, who's a prison guard,
Yeah.
got shit thrown on him
Ew.
by a prisoner.
Yeah.
So then I guess that's why I thought it was shit. Yeah. And I was like, wow.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Wild Bill.
Yeah.
That's a
pretty
wild,
much.
wild boy.
Yeah.
Also, the
So
the
annoying.
guy they practiced the the electrocution's on, that dude, that's the dude from Paris, Texas. Crazy, huh?
Huh. Wow, another pretty good movie.
It actually was a very good movie.
Okay.
Okay. Well.
But yeah, this movie was pretty damn good. I think I'm gonna bump my score up a little bit. I might give this an
Whoa.
8.5, honestly.
Whoa.
I've been talking it up, and I can't think of any downsides.
The only thing is runtime, but like that's lame
Yeah.
to complain about.
But that's something I hate using as like a
Yeah, that's right.
complaining about, because
You know what else?
the story needs however much time it needs to be told.
Exactly.
You know what else is going to be 3 hours long?
What?
The next Avenger movie, supposedly.
They're editing it.
They said
These are the same people that said Black Panther was gonna be 4 hours because they're
Who
editing
said
it.
that?
There's people like, oh, apparently the runtime of Black Panther right now is 4 hours. Everyone's like, that ain't no problem. But guys, they're editing it.
I like think it's going to be pretty
I mean,
long.
it'll probably be close to 3 hours.
Yeah,
But, like,
Infinity
they're
War
editing
was
it.
like
They have a
3 hours.
lot to go through.
They're
Editing it.
Anyway, Stephen King called this movie the single most faithful adaptation of his work ever.
Whoa.
Is it accurate to it? Oh, yeah, it's probably accurate to the book.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
he
he
meant.
just said.
that.
I know.
Get some sleep. Go to sleep.
Imagine my hosting. The next episode is going to
it's
be a
gonna be bad.
mess. Sorry about that.
But I think I'll keep mine at a 7.5.
Oh, wow, Michael Clark Duncan was actually shorter than some of his co-stars.
Really?
Yeah.
Name one.
He was shorter
You
than
don't believe
James Cromwell.
Who's that? Who did he play? Was he
You
the
just
big,
cut this out. Put it up.
was he the big guy? Who farted? Come on, guys. What are we doing? Why you guys both just on your phones?
I'm looking it up.
Talk. But I'm looking at my notes.
You're on Instagram.
It's on my
By the way, follow us
Warden
on
Moores.
Instagram. What?
Warden Moores.
At what? Warden? The warden.
Moores.
Morgan.
One of the wardens.
Okay.
Which one was that?
Is that the one with the wife?
That's the big one?
It's the one that... No, Brutal was the big one.
Oh.
Who was also shorter than Warden Moores. But they also used photography tricks to make him taller.
Well, I love movies.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram at LCWTIAPOD. Also follow us on Twitter at LCWTIAPOD.
Is it just pod on Twitter, or is it...
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty
Or is
sure
it
it's
podcast?
I'm pretty sure it's pod.
No, it's pod.
Okay.
Whatever, it's the same on Instagram as it is on Twitter.
Fair enough.
I'll link
Yeah,
you in the bio.
follow us on the things. There's only 6 people following
You
us.
could
3 of them
link
are us, and the
them.
other 3 are our close friends.
Link in the bio.
Yeah.
If you don't know us in real life and you're listening to this,
What's up?
say something on Twitter maybe,
Yeah, hit
or
me up.
something,
Your
We
boy's
single.
Like,
lonely.
we're
Hit
just
me up.
talking into the void here. Anyway,
Is this
but
it? Is,
I guess that's... Well, I mean, do you guys have anything else to say about this movie?
no.
How long what are we at right
It's
now?
been 38 minutes.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Yeah, this movie was good. It's really well done. Like acting, spectacular all around. Cinematography, beautiful. Color, set design, awesome. Like, god damn. It didn't feel like a set.
No.
It didn't. You felt like you were in a fucking prison.
Yeah.
It was great. It's
Especially how long it went.
yeah. But
Yeah.
it was well done. Go see this movie if you haven't.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
And deserves praise.
Yeah.
Ain't no problem.
Any updates on scores?
I'm keeping 7.5.
Excuse me. I'm going to keep mine.
Fair enough. Excuse you.
What was you, 7?
Oh my God, Stephanie.
You was 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, I gotta
I was
say
just wondering.
that burp was really impressive, actually, Stephanie. Like I don't know if we picked it up. She turned away from the mic to do it, but like,
My bad.
goddamn.
But it was pretty crisp.
Anyway, so This next movie we're going to be talking about, kind of a weird one. I personally had not watched this one yet.
Really?
Yeah, my dad recommended it, and I was like, I will give it a look. And I haven't had an excuse to watch it yet, so I picked it.
I was just talking about, to Ben in the car about how this was so out of your element, like this movie. I was like, wow. He talks about
weird.
indie trash.
It's a weird movie. It is indie trash.
Yeah, but it's good indie trash.
But it's well made.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I wouldn't call this indie trash.
Which makes it not indie trash. It has indie themes.
You know what it reminded me of?
What?
Little Miss Sunshine with the road trip, the dysfunctional family, a death. It's like, it was just okay.
It's sort of a whole like genre of movies.
This did?
No, this didn't create a genre, but it's part of a whole genre of movies that have been coming out.
The road trips.
Sort of recently.
Okay.
Not the road trip movie.
What would you call this movie?
But the family living off in the woods instead of in normal life, and then people coming in like a fish out of water story.
Okay.
But specifically a family living out in the woods, a child or multiple children being raised from birth out there, not knowing anything about normal society, and
they were really intelligent though. Yeah,
and basically being better because of it.
Yeah.
But also not.
Although this movie's a little different in that because it. Okay, before we get into that,
ratings.
We're gonna do ratings, but this movie is called Captain Fantastic. Why is it called that? Who knows?
Idea.
I didn't actually.
Really?
I don't know.
They never said anything.
They never say it.
Words.
They didn't, sit us down like the Green Mile and say the reason this movie is called Captain Fantastic.
Yeah.
But it's the story of this guy who basically raises his family with his wife out in the woods all by themselves, teach him to hunt, fight, teach him, smarty skills and shit. And then, they're sort of all brought together by a death, and they got to go on a road trip and, try to assimilate into normal society and figure shit out.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
Good job.
So, ratings. What did y'all think about this movie?
I would give it an 8.
An 8?
I liked it.
It's a high one.
Well, that's because I liked Little Miss Sunshine, and that reminds me of Little Miss Sunshine.
Ouch.
But I also like that genre.
I gave it a 7. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 7 as well.
It was just there for me.
Yeah. I mean, 7's still above 5. I enjoyed it. I had a good time.
No, I enjoyed it for the most part.
But there was nothing that really put it super over the top for me.
No.
I'm pretty easy on the numbers.
Yeah, 7 for the
Wait
Green
until
Mile.
you hear my Dark Knight score.
Oh, God.
I love Dark Knight.
Dark
Knight. Batman.
Batman.
Y'all like Batman?
I love Batman.
Oh, I got some stories. Okay.
Save it for the next time.
Yeah. Next pod.
Got stories about Batman?
Yeah.
You met Batman?
Oh my
I
God.
have stories.
I'm so
All right,
jealous.
tell us next time.
Yes, on the next pod.
I'm so jealous.
Anyway, so what am I saying? What am I talking about? Captain Fantastic? Oh, yeah, I gave it a 7. It's I don't want to say interesting because that's a non-word.
I said the
This is a strange movie, but I kind of respect it for what it does, because most movies in this sort of genre take that and say, living a normal life is, fucking awful. This is the superior way to live. These people are better than you. This movie sort of takes that and tells you, yeah, living in normal society isn't good, but this isn't a good alternative either. There is no perfect way out of it because not everyone's going to participate. And major change basically needs to happen for anything to truly work.
Yes.
It actually has a pretty strong message in it.
I like that whole thing.
Yeah, it tells its story really well, and it doesn't really force feed you the message like a lot of these types of movies typically do. I mean, it's apparent. It's not like a subtle message, but it's also, it's not being jammed down your throat the whole time. And it shows you the flaws in this way of thinking as well. It shows you that, it isn't a perfect system, and it's not,
You're secluding them
really
from all other
a good way to live.
No, it's not.
And I kind of like that.
Oh yeah, no, I really like that.
I'm not totally sure that I liked the ending, though.
I liked the ending when they're sitting there at the table.
Yeah, I liked the actual ending of the story.
But okay, because I was like, before the funeral scene, I was like, I feel like I should find this like interesting or like compelling, but I didn't. And then the funeral scene I really liked it.
Yeah.
And then when they went and dug their mom's grave up, I was just like, it feels like this story shouldn't have gone this direction.
They shouldn't have gotten away with it.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah.
Like
What I was thinking.
I was thinking that he was actually gonna get his kids taken away, and then I would have been like, all right.
Yeah, I think that would have really, sent the message a lot stronger. I think it started out strong, and then it finished weak.
I feel like that's a common theme with genres like this, where like they want it to be happy, like Brisby Bear and like
they
Little
want
Miss
it to be
Sunshine. Like they just want
happy.
it. Yeah.
But then it's like
it's a hard plot and a hard storyline.
You sacrifice some realism to get that happy ending.
And I think that's like a genre like this does all the time.
And I do sort of wish that he had lost in the end. I think it would have made for a more compelling story. It would have made for a stronger message, and it would have just added a sense of realism to it as well.
I'm not mad at it, though.
No, I like it. Yeah. I'm not super mad at it for not doing that, but I just think it would have been stronger. It probably would have earned like an 8 or even an 8.5 for me if it had
movie though
followed through.
Yeah, it would have been a different movie. And a different genre. I would think so.
I wouldn't call it that. I would say it's the same genre. It still fits into the same thing. It would just sort of subvert it a little bit instead of... What is that sound?
Okay. It's him coughing.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's my throat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just heard like this low grumbling noise. And I was just like, what's happening? What's going on?
I'm trying to clear it in silence.
Just do a big one right now.
No.
Just do it.
Thank you, Ben.
You're welcome.
But this movie is odd. It's pretty indie, honestly, which I'm not normally a huge fan of. But
that's why.
It was well made.
Yeah.
It was.
That's why I was so shocked.
Very well made.
Watching
Cinematography in it was beautiful. The use of color was amazing. Like this movie had some great child actors.
It did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was not a weak actor in this movie.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, I agree.
They weren't spectacular. It wasn't like, where the Green Mile was with some of the, the acting in that movie. But it was all passable. All the roles were believable.
Yep.
I think there were just a lot of kids where not a lot of them got like their shine time kind of thing. You were just like...
I liked the young one.
Yeah, the little baby one, right?
Yeah, she was really funny.
There was just a lot of kids to catch up with. And then you were like, oh, wait, who's this kid? Because they didn't have like any time in the movie, so...
I like the one kid who got mad at them celebrating Noam Chomsky's birthday. I said, you get shit, man, you get shit. But then he didn't have a good reason to celebrate Christmas.
Yeah. It kind of made you dislike that kid.
No, I like him the most out of everyone.
Yeah. He was the most realistic.
Yeah.
Although his character, to me, seemed as if it was someone who knew outside society.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of like...
Which kind of made me a little bit confused on it because, if he'd grown up this way, he should have, for the most part, been like all the others.
Yeah, because the older son was like, marry me to that one girl, and you were like, what the hell?
But he was just like, this is stupid. Everything's stupid.
I mean, he just did lose his mother, so I feel like there's some...
But he was even like that a little bit beforehand.
Before losing his mother?
I'm pretty sure. In like the first...
Oh, right, because they thought she was alive.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
He was just kind of like almost stereotypical teenage boy in a movie,
I don't remember that.
But he was also mad at the dad, just in general, because he was like, "You killed mom."
Yeah. No, he was. And, I mean, he did. Sort of.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
I don't think
He was sort of the reasoning behind it.
He didn't intentionally mean to. Like,
No,
he didn't
no,
think that
of
was going to
course
be
not.
her, like, driving point.
No, but
I don't
I
think
mean,
anybody does.
you know, people driving at night on the road, they could hit somebody crossing the street without seeing them, and they didn't mean to kill them, but they're still dead.
Whoa. Yeah.
It was he was responsible, but it wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think she would say that, though?
She's dead.
I know, but,
Yeah,
like,
she can't
if she
say
were
anything.
alive,
I
do you
don't know.
think... would she blame him?
Well, I mean, she wanted to stop doing the whole away from civilization thing, right?
Yeah,
she
and her
might have.
son was talking about it.
Yeah, she was helping him get to colleges.
Yeah.
So maybe. I mean, she just had a lot of mental
I think she was
illness.
afraid of him.
Of Ben?
Yeah, honestly. I mean, we really don't get to see
Yeah,
much of her. The only thing we get to see of her is essentially from his point of view.
Yeah.
Well, the letters, right? Because her mom, like, showed him letters, and she was like, "Oh, Mom, you don't have to pick me up anymore. Like, we made it look a good life, and like all this stuff."
Yeah, but she was riddled with mental illness for like.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
wasn't always stable.
True.
Like,
Yeah, they were talking about that too.
Like, yeah, when it gets like that, then you just become like super impulsive.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, let's start a life in the forest. Even though maybe she doesn't. I
Maybe
don't
she
know.
didn't want to.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about.
And then
Yeah.
she leaves her kids, who she didn't want this life for. It just, I don't want to say it seems impulsive, but it is.
It is.
She was also like not producing serotonin, so she was
Yeah.
probably a little severely depressed and you know, also like Ben said, riddled with mental illness. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you know, having him as that sort of driving, pushing force, sort of forcing her to do all of this stuff, probably wasn't, you know, the best situation she could have been in.
Probably not.
I don't know. We could speculate on this, but it
But we didn't get much of her, honestly.
Yeah, I did like those
because this
scenes.
movie, while it revolves around her, isn't about her.
No.
Yeah. I did like those scenes where he would see her, like when he was sleeping, and she'd be
Mhm.
there.
It's all right.
I don't
like
think
them.
that was what she was like, though.
I think yeah.
that's his image of her that is flawed. I think he is like the main character himself is a flawed character.
Well, yeah, because he was like, "Are you happy?" And she was like, "Yeah." Like I would agree. That was his vision of her, or how he saw her, but not who she really was.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. No, but yeah, that funeral scene was really good.
Yes.
Because that was like, you know, when he asked the daughter, when Ben asked his daughter, like, "Oh, what are you reading?" She said, "What, this book?"
Lolita.
Lolita.
Yeah, and they're like, "Is it good?" And she said, "Yeah." And then he said, "Tell me more." And he was like, "Oh, it's really interesting because, you know, you're supposed to... Like,
Interesting is a non-word.
He's like, it's just like, because you have to, like, he is this awful person, but you empathize with him. So, like, that's what we're supposed to do with Ben.
Yeah.
Because, like, you are, like, this guy, like...
A little
Like,
bit of
yeah.
subtlety in the
Yeah.
symbolism in this movie.
So it's just like, yeah, he is trying to give his kids a better life. He does think this is the better way to live. But at the same time, it's just like, there's so much more than just a campsite.
Also, Stephanie, do you know anything about Lolita?
Yeah.
Isn't it the little girl who seduces him, not the other way around?
She doesn't seduce him.
Okay. I haven't actually read it, but that was just like...
Basically, he marries her stepmother to get close to her.
Oh.
And then he, like, basically kidnaps her and rapes her and does all this stuff. And, like, she's trying to get out. But, like, it's, like, yeah, it's a lot. But he, like, she was right. Like, in the book, he, like, completely, he goes, like, love of my life, like, fire of my loins. Like, he, like, makes it sound so, like, oh, man. But it's, like, you, like, really look at the situation, you're like, no, I shouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I'd only like heard some things about the book from other people. I hadn't actually.
Yeah.
I don't actually know anything about it.
I'm reading
myself,
one
but
of his other books right now.
That's interesting. That's such an odd
It's
concept.
a movie too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Gross.
Wow. Gross.
No thanks.
I
Swipe
don't know.
left.
Well,
Yeah.
a lot of
Stephanie,
people do
pick
like the book.
for the next podcast.
Yeah.
I think it'd be
Hurry.
interesting. I think it'd be interesting.
No, yeah, no, that's an
Could be.
interesting
Could be.
concept.
That'd be an interesting one to do in the future. I'm
Yeah.
actually very curious now. I might actually read the book. This movie is gonna get me to read a book.
Nerd.
I mean, it's a very
Goddamn.
popular book. Like a lot of people know about it. Yeah.
I'd heard of it before,
Yeah.
but I really didn't know anything about it.
I've heard that name.
Lolita.
I've
Yeah.
heard people have that name.
Yeah, that's where a lot of like the what is it DDLG community kind of thing.
What?
Dungeons and Dragons lesbians.
No,
community?
with the
Daddy,
little girl
Dom,
thing.
little girl,
Yeah,
something.
yeah. A lot of people use Lolita as that, which is not. It's not.
Oof.
It's not.
Is
Is
that
it-
it? Is it Daddy Dom?
Is it?
Daddy.
I don't know what the DD stands for. No, it's Daddy, but I don't know. I don't know.
Daddy.
I don't know.
Daddy.
I don't know. In high school, a lot of girls would talk about it. Anyway.
But I really loved all of the interactions in this movie. This movie does the fish out of water story so well to me. Like all of the interactions seemed natural
Yeah.
to me.
It seems
A lot
like
of
how
movies
people
like this,
react to him.
they feel forced. Like, have you ever seen Hannah?
Yes.
Yeah, that one's like really similar to this.
Yes.
But it's like a whole family
it-
instead of just.
yeah.
And they
They're
make it
secret
into
agents, right? Not secret agents, but isn't she assassin? Or is that the wrong movie?
Sort of.
It's the one
I think
with Saoirse.
he was an assassin
Yeah,
and she was his daughter,
And they were training, right?
and he basically just trained her the way that he was
Yeah,
trained.
that's- okay, we're-
Not
we're-
necessarily to be an assassin, but
yeah.
and
yeah.
it starts out the same way, with a child killing a deer.
You're right.
Wow.
Ah.
But I really like the direction that this movie took with it, and instead of making it like, oh, she's a cold killing machine from the forest or whatever, they turned it into this family thing, and they turned it into a more of a question, really, and they made it into like, hey, you know what would happen if somebody that's been living like this actually tried to come back into society, and how fucking hard would it be?
Yeah. I hated the dinner scene. Oh my
Oof.
god, that was the
That
most
was a
awkward
little
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was so awkward. It wasn't even fun.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Although
please end
it
this.
was like intentionally awkward,
Well, yeah, no, I
which
know.
was
It was just too awkward. But like, to a certain extent, I like Ben's honesty with his children.
yeah.
But like, I don't know, it was so weird.
Also, what's the
when a
actor's
man
name?
puts his penis in a woman's vagina.
What's the actor's name who plays Ben?
Viggo Mortensen?
I actually like him, like as an actor.
Me too.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
Like he's been in
No,
other
he's been in some good
things.
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Name a few then.
I don't know. I've seen him
Yeah,
in
y'all
things.
some fakes. Y'all fake
yeah.
fans.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, but I do
I
like
want to
him.
say something, but I don't know if it's actually him, so I'm going to look it up really quick
Say it.
so that I don't sound like a fucking idiot.
In the meantime, we should sing Sweet Child of Mine.
You do it. Oh my god, you know who does the... Okay. Sorry. But you know my favorite rendition of Sweet Child of Mine is from
Oh,
Step Brothers.
No way. You watch Step Brothers?
When he goes,
Yeah, I
now, now.
Yeah, no, I know. That's like... My,
It's great shit.
yeah.
Anyway, go Ben.
everyone,
Hit it.
Everyone loves that movie.
Oh,
Hit it.
get this. He was in the 98 remake of Psycho.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
Tell me. I hate him. I hate him.
He was in the Lord of the Rings movies.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's where it is.
There I go.
He plays that one guy who with the high elf, right? What's his name? Sorry.
What?
I haven't watched those movies.
The one that gets with Liv
I'm gonna be honest.
Tyler. He plays him.
What?
Liv
I'm
Tyler,
gonna
the
be
actress.
honest, guys. I haven't seen those movies.
Really? Don't remember them.
Seems like
I was
it.
a baby. Not a baby, but like a
She
toddler.
got smiles that seem
No, do it how you did it before.
She got,
Deliver it, Ben.
she got smiles that seems to me.
Oh,
Reminds me of childhood memories.
He-
Wherever. Shut up, Logan.
he wasn't an elf.
No, he's with the elf.
Oh.
You know, Tyler.
Yeah, he played Aragorn.
There you go.
Yeah. I thought you were saying he played an elf, and I was like, I'm
No,
pretty sure he didn't.
He gets with the elf.
Yeah.
Hey, my man. My man fucking an elf.
Hey.
Hey, my man fucking an elf.
Nice.
My man
Fuck
fucking
it up.
an elf.
Fuck it up.
Fucking an elf.
Fuck it up.
Fucking an elf.
Fuck it up.
Yeah.
Nice. But this movie was, again, a well-made movie. I think it was just solid. It didn't really go
I mean,
super over the top in any categories. Like, the cinematography was okay.
yeah.
It was
yeah.
well done.
I mean,
but
like,
again, it didn't really have
Nothing left
purpose.
a lasting impression on me. Like, I'm gonna forget I watched this movie.
Yeah, me too. Honestly,
Yeah,
It
I was gonna
it was
lower the score.
good but forgettable.
Yeah, like I enjoyed watching it for the most part.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, overall, I'm gonna be like, I did watch that.
The director had the actors who portrayed the 6 kids sign a contract in the beginning saying that they wouldn't eat sugar or junk food for the entire duration of the filming
Why?
to make it more realistic.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because he's only, okay. Okay.
George McKay, who played Bo, the one who did yoga all the time,
Oh yeah.
did yoga for 3 to 4 hours a day when he was first cast so that he could actually do all of the advanced things.
Wasn't there
yoga
only
things.
like one scene when he was doing
With
It was,
the
like,
yoga?
it was
girl?
like 2 scenes.
Okay.
But he wanted to be able to do it convincingly. He didn't want to have
okay.
to have like a body double or
I,
anything. So
I respect that, but like, calm down, dude.
yeah, 3 to 4 hours a day since he was cast. That's fucking like, oof.
For 2 to 3
He
minutes.
must have been out of
yoga free
shape
time.
before doing the yoga. If he had to do it 3 to 4 hours a day
Yeah, do you have a crush on
for
him?
2 scenes.
You have a crush on him, huh?
Why are you jealous?
Well, no, it's just it's not out of shape. An in shape person, doesn't necessarily know how to do yoga.
I could do yoga.
It takes like some actual, core strength and shit.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in shape to do yoga either. It's
I can vouch
It's-
for that.
mostly technique.
It is.
And so he, some of the things that he does are like fairly advanced.
Yeah, my
so-
yoga teacher would tell us or try to convince the guys in the class that if they stay in the class, that it'll make
They'll
them
get
better
laid?
at sex.
Oh,
yeah.
my man.
Wow, damn. You weren't far off.
That the teacher was gonna fuck them.
Goddamn.
Goddamn.
Too soon.
For what?
Huh?
For what?
Oh, right. Neither of you went to Kimball.
What happened?
It's nothing. Teacher got,
Will you tell us later?
probably.
Can I guess?
Okay.
Did teacher fuck a kid?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wait. Why? Okay. Wait. I know it's bad. It's bad.
Huh?
But wait. I don't get it. Wait.
You don't get what? They
No.
had
Was it?
sex.
It was a male?
No.
A female?
Hey, then it's okay. Then it's just really
Okay.
cool. I'm just kidding, guys.
Ben.
It's just,
But also a male teacher was found with some inappropriate pictures on his computer.
Like.
yeah, this is
Not
wild.
kiddie porn.
Okay.
Just like regular porn.
Uh,
But it's also not something you should have on your school computer.
yeah. Definitely. Frank, what do you think?
It's pretty cool.
Can't
Shut your mouth.
He can't talk.
I know. You should
You
stop.
bad actor.
If we're gonna have like pretend Frank here, you gotta go all the way.
So sorry.
Frank was supposed to be here, but he's a loser and he's got work.
Was
No,
he
he
actually supposed to?
No.
No. I just.
But the
talked to him
audience
this
doesn't know
morning.
that.
I hate being lied to, Logan.
Yeah.
Logan,
Yes,
don't ever lie to me again.
I will.
I know. I'm just having fun here.
Anyway, we're still talking about Captain Fantastic.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna lower my score to 7.5 or maybe 7.
Wait, you gave it an 8? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
What the fuck?
Okay. I'm sleep deprived. It was the
Okay.
last movie I saw.
You can't just slap that on everything. Oh no, I'm
I'm
sorry I
going
hit you
to,
with my
though.
car. I'm sleep deprived.
I'm going to though.
I'm sorry I stabbed you with a fork. I'm sleep deprived.
I'm going to
Sorry, I had
though.
sex with a teacher. I'm sleep deprived.
Yeah. I'm sorry I took over Poland. I'm sleep deprived.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Nice jokes,
I
guys.
think I'm getting pretty
Nice
sick, guys.
jokes.
I'm keeping my 7. You know? Good movie, forgettable movie, but good movie. Like Green Mile, I'm gonna remember that shit. You know?
Yes. Also, though, the grandparents were just like ignored as characters
Yeah.
once they were done with their story.
Yeah,
Like,
they were used more as tools than characters.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is kind of lame.
They were more just plot devices.
I like them.
They were
also,
like threatening plot devices.
also, that one bitch from Hereditary was one of the grandparents.
Oh,
The
Oh right.
is that why they were so bad?
No.
Shut the fuck up!
We should have. Oh God, no. Hereditary was a good ass movie,
It was
and I
not.
stand by it.
It was not.
I'm getting sick, guys.
Aww.
Wow.
Plays small tiny violin. I can't hear it.
Contact Make-A-Wish Foundation.
I wish I wasn't sick. Why doesn't
Wow.
any kid ever
Can
do
they
that?
grant that wish?
These kids have been doing it wrong this whole time. Oh, I want to go to Disneyland.
Yeah, I want to be Batman for a day. Like, no, I want you to pay my hospital bills. How about that? I don't want my family to go into crippling debt after all this.
They
Yeah.
did that in San Francisco, where a kid wished to be Batman for a day, and then they turned San Francisco into the city of Gotham.
Yeah, but did they pay his medical bills?
Yeah, how much money did they
actually
spend
don't
on Gothamaning the city?
They had the Joker and everything, and then they had them rob a bank, and then
The
he went to
fuck?
go save.
Pay his hospital bills.
Yeah, pay his hospital bills with the
they
money
had
they
the
robbed from the
Batmobile and
bank.
everything. It was crazy.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did he
I-
drive?
I actually don't know if this kid is alive. It
This
happened,
podcast is dedicated to Batman Kid.
He
it happened so
murdered.
long ago.
He got murdered during the bank robbing.
It happened so long ago.
Yeah, they accidentally tried to stop a real bank robbery.
He immediately just got shot down. R.I.P. Batman.
Oh, God.
That's horrible though. But also really cool San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's my
We love San Francisco. It's not like we're from there or anything.
You too.
U2. Bono's from there.
I love YouTube.
Bono's not. Don't ever think Bono's from U2.
He got a
From
smile.
That's not that's not
What?
U2.
What? I wasn't saying you too.
She
But
got a
don't you
smile.
just think about how YouTube really tried to put their album in iPhones?
I hated that.
I mean,
And Tyler the Creator got super fucking mad about
I
it.
mean, I would-
Dude, it took me like a year to figure out how to delete those.
I just don't think we should be getting mad at U2. We should probably be getting mad at Apple. So like, lay off U2. I don't even like them.
I mean, Apple allowed it, but so did YouTube.
Hey, they're just like shit, bro.
It's the only way they could have sold their album is if it was given away for free.
Ouch.
Ouch.
I don't care.
Ew.
My mom thinks Bono's gonna save the world one day.
Does she really?
Yeah, and I said, okay. Why didn't you do it already then?
Is Make-A-Wish gonna turn him into Batman?
Yeah.
Bono Batman.
Bono, nano, 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 Bono, nano, 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 Bono.
Anyway, I think we're done
Yeah,
talking
we're
about
done.
the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what would you wish for from the Make-A-Wish Foundation?
We just riffed on that.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Did you bite your mic?
Yeah. So what? I don't know. I'd probably wish for like, I'd wish for all the nurses to be naked for a day.
Wow.
Yeah. Am I right?
Don't laugh.
Titty hospital. That's what I'd call it.
You finally laughed at this joke.
Because I was just thinking of my wish to cancel out Ben's wish.
No. My wish would be to
My
cancel.
wish is nobody else gets a wish. This is the last wish.
My wish was everyone.
I win.
My wish is everyone else gets cancer but me. My wish is I'm the only surviving human in the world.
You guys are funny.
Thank you.
Good
Like
content.
what do they do if the kid has like a really weird or like demented wish or something?
Just pull the plug.
Like what if it's like I want to try to eat human meat?
They just go, okay.
What do they do?
They say, oh,
Do they tell them like, no, we can't do that, and they're like, it's my wish. I'm dying.
I'm pretty sure there's some type of like
there's some rules
Thing,
most
yeah.
likely.
Yeah.
travel
Like, it
around the
can't
world.
Cause harm
Can't
to
do that.
others.
Oh, I'd
You
like
can't
to.
travel around the world.
I don't think you can
What?
Why not?
Disney World.
because they're
Disneyland
sick.
Paris.
Well, no, they're sick. They can't travel.
Oh.
What if they?
For a lo-
Okay.
What if they're not contagious?
Not all
They're not
sick kids
contagious,
are the
though.
same, Stephanie.
Well, I'm just don't isn't Make a Wish for like terminal ill kids?
Terminal isn't
but not-
contagious, is it? Not all the time.
Well,
I mean, it
no,
depends.
I don't think
Most
it's by
of the time, it's not.
I don't think it's because that they're contagious.
Okay.
Someone else is
Okay.
contagious.
No, I
I'm
think-
gonna look up what the rules are
I
for the
think
Make a Wish
it's just because they're sick and they have to be in treatment, and
They-
so they can't.
I think they
do
have
that.
they have a rule against bringing them to basketball games out of fear that Michael Jordan's going to be there and they're going to get AIDS from him.
All right. Who can receive a wish? Children who have reached the age of 2.5 and are under the age of 18
Oh.
must be referred to the foundation and determined to be medically eligible for a wish by their physician. Sorry, Jimmy, you're not dying enough for a wish. There's still a chance of recovery. The child's treating physician makes the final determination of whether a child's medical condition qualifies him or her for a wish. Does a child's condition have to be terminal to qualify for a wish? No.
Oh,
Many of the children who qualify for a wish go on lead healthy lives.
oh, that's true because a lot of kids will talk about.
We grant the wishes of medically eligible children, i.e. those diagnosed with critical illnesses, a progressive, degenerative, or malignant condition that has placed the child's life in jeopardy. So it doesn't have to be like a for sure thing that the kid's going to die. Are there any restrictions on a wish? Each
There
Make-A-Wish
you go.
chapter follows
Nope.
specific policies and guidelines. For granting a child's wish, the physician also plays a major role in determining whether the child's condition will permit a particular wish to be coordinated safely. Okay, so Stephanie was like 25% right, which is more than usual. Make-A-Wish
Yeah.
Make-A-Wish staff members work closely with the child's physician to determine the most appropriate time to grant the wish, keeping in mind the child's treatment protocol
Appropriate time.
or other concerns. Well, in
Yeah,
case they have
that
like
makes
treatments
sense,
and things
yeah.
that they need to work around. Or if, in 2 weeks he's not going to be able to walk, take him now.
That's fucked. That's all fucked.
All wish expenses are fully covered by the Make-A-Wish Foundation, including all travel and spending money when appropriate.
Is there a budget of how much they can spend on their wish?
How much does granting a wish cost?
Hmm.
The cost associated with the coordinating a wish varies depending on the type of wish, but as of 2016, the average cost of a wish was $10,130.
Because, like,
Wow.
how can they determine that? Like,
Determine what?
like the pricing, because they were talking. They
That's an
said,
average.
I know by 2016, but like back then they were talking about how much their wish cost. So would they just grant it? Never mind. That didn't make sense. I got it in my head. I got it.
There are 4 main types of wishes.
in my head. I figured it out in my head.
4 main types.
Yeah, I wish to go, I wish to be, I wish to meet, and I wish to have.
I wish to go.
Yeah, I wish
All
to.
right, Timmy. They get a pillow, put it over his head. So no, Disneyland.
Some wish kids want to travel to their favorite theme park, while others want an exotic cruise, visit a beach, see snow for the first time, or attend a major sporting event or concert.
Oh.
That's what makes me sad now.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
dying kids.
Well, on that
Classic
note.
comedy. Stephanie, I don't think you ever told us your wish.
if I were dying.
Keep in mind, this is pre-18 you that would be wishing for this.
What would I wish for? I don't know, some type of traveling, I guess.
Wow, where to?
Amsterdam.
What? Why Amsterdam?
I don't know.
What's in
I've always
Amsterdam?
You know, everybody asks. I don't know. Actually, no, something more exotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a sucky wish, Stephanie.
Yeah.
No, I like Amsterdam.
Yeah, I want to go to Ohio.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, take me to Arkansas.
I don't. Ohio's lame.
We are using ghoulish overkill.
Then why do you want to go to Ohio?
I was making fun of you.
Yeah.
I said Amsterdam.
Oh my god, she's stupid.
What is this? I didn't realize, Stephanie.
You're actually stupid.
Wow. Did you know? When did you find out?
I'm not sure. I think I've had it my entire life.
Wow.
She's had the stupid for her entire life.
Shit.
I'm so sorry.
Everybody thought
I never
Elle
knew- I
Woods was
wouldn't-
stupid, and look at her. She
I
got
wouldn't
into
have
law
made fun of
school.
you so much if I knew that you were stupid.
Elle Woods, legally blonde. She got into Harvard.
Yeah, but
Law.
is Elle Woods real?
But she was hot, and I feel like you can use your attractiveness to get things you want, and that is fact.
And that made her smart?
No, well, she ended up studying, so then
Well, she
So
studied.
studying made her smart.
no. She she wanted to get
I'm sorry.
no.
What is the point you're trying to... I'm sorry. I don't have much experience talking with stupid people. Try again. Like, sound your words out.
My point was that Elle Woods, everybody thought she was stupid, but she got into Harvard Law.
Are you in Harvard Law?
I could try.
Yeah, you could try.
I could try. I never applied there, but I could try. Marissa said, "Why are you wearing my apron?" Huh?
Oh yeah, I posted it because
Wait,
Logan's wearing.
how did she say?
Oh,
It's on Instagram. Logan's follow us on Instagram LCWTAI.
she gonna get
Oh,
you.
TIA.
She gonna drag you, Marissa. Drag
Logan.
you.
no.
Logan's wearing his sexy little apron today.
Thank you guys for not mentioning the fact that I'm just wearing a French maid outfit while I'm recording this.
I forgot.
I was trying to throw you guys off, but you didn't even say anything.
I was too focused on keeping my boner in my pants.
Yeah.
Well,
If I
15
was...
followers since when?
50?
15.
They might all be my
Who?
friends.
They are.
Yeah,
Fair
I'm
enough.
Famous.
Let's pay for some fake ones and get people to...
Okay.
No, but yeah, if I was in like,
You follow Lele Pond.
Yeah, she's
that's
hilarious.
disgusting.
I want
so
to
funny.
unfollow.
No.
Let me unfollow.
I'm unfollowing.
She's
us.
I'm
so
gonna unfollow.
she's so funny.
You gonna follow?
Huh? No, I'm unfollowing.
Okay, great.
Wait, am I following?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm unfollowing.
On the account.
You're the tiniest hippo, right?
I am.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. No, I
I'm
meant in
tiniest
our
hippo.
podcast.
Ooh.
Oh, why did you post that?
Was that? Should I not have?
Did you post it of me?
I didn't. When did you take this?
Oh, just in the middle of
You're
recording.
looking straight into the camera.
Oh my god, I am.
I thought you saw me take it.
I did not.
Oh yeah.
You thought, hey, Stephanie, let me ruin your life and post this picture.
I didn't have any other pictures of you. Yeah, our Instagram's lit. Follow us LCWTIAPOD.
Amazing.
Follow us on Twitter at the same thing.
Yeah,
It's just all Ben's posts, TBH.
true.
Yeah, I nail it.
I did one post.
Mine's with
Did you?
aesthetically
Yeah,
pleasing one.
on Twitter.
Oh,
Yeah, I did the
Do
Shrek
the
post on
Instagram
Twitter.
one.
what Shrek post?
You didn't see the Shrek post?
I don't
my
think
God.
so.
Then my work here is done.
I'm going to create a story for us.
Well, I mean, we don't have to
Why?
keep
A
this
separate story.
episode going, you know.
True.
We do
Yeah.
we do got another episode to record.
True.
Wow, it has 0 likes.
When did you post it?
October 26th.
Fuck.
October 26th.
How did I miss
Oh,
it?
I do remember that. Shrek. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
I chuckled. I didn't do anything with it though.
Thank you. Anyway, so this has been our show. We know it's a mess. You don't have to tell us. You could if you want to. you could try to contact us on anything. We're so lonely.
Yeah, and don't forget to go out and vote.
Oh, yeah, go out and vote. What, 4 days ago?
Yeah,
when was that? Jesus.
Don't forget to do that Tuesday.
Yeah. This is a...
Vote Republican.
Okay, we don't...
Okay, that's too far.
Okay, don't get
Come
political.
on, we can't act like we're a conservative podcast, please.
No.
Come on.
This podcast is sponsored, actually, today. Got our first sponsor. It's sponsored by meat, not any particular type, just meat in general. Any meat.
I'm vegetarian. We can't sponsor this.
We're not sponsoring them. They're sponsoring us.
Well, we
Again,
can't be
why am I
sponsored by
trying to
them.
explain it? You're stupid. They'd like me to read off this message.
Read it, then. Read it, then.
Crunch. The sound of lettuce crunching between your teeth. That lettuce had a family. That lettuce feels pain. It's alive while you eat it. Can you live with yourself after that? Eat meat.
Wow, I think I'm never going to eat a lettuce again.
Me neither. What type of meat are you going to eat when you get home?
Probably a whole pig. A live one.
Yeah, that's like standard snack stuff. Anyway, let's not keep this train wreck going.
Please not.
Have a good day.
Wait, what are we watching next week?
Yeah, Stephanie? Why am I even asking you? Stupid. All right, let's go.
Yo, y'all are all dropping the ball today. Say what we're
Are we
watching.
still recording?
Jesus Christ. What are we watching next week, Stephanie?
I am hosting next week, and we're watching Phantom Thread and Dark Knight.
Jesus.
Okay.
Love you.
All right.